13 signs of manipulation and control in a relationship. How to spot and handle them. Do you often feel emotionally drained or on edge in your relationship? Does your partner constantly put you down, dismiss your feelings, or make it seem like everything is your fault? You might be experiencing manipulation and control. These toxic behaviors often start subtly, making them difficult to identify until they've become deeply ingrained patterns. It's not always easy to tell when things are getting out of hand. That's why we've consulted psychology experts to uncover the key signs of a manipulative or controlling relationship and provide clear guidance on what you should do if you recognize them. Things you should know. Key signs. If your partner lies, makes constant excuses, ridicules you, and tries to isolate you from friends and family, these are major red flags for manipulation and control. Communication is key. Talk to your partner privately about how their behavior affects you. Set clear, firm boundaries to define what you need and will accept in the relationship. Build your support system. Lean on friends and family for support and consider speaking with a therapist. Prioritize your well-being and be prepared to end the relationship if the toxic behavior doesn't change. 13. Signs of manipulation and control in a relationship. 1. The perfect partner. Persona. Suddenly fades. People who are controlling or manipulative often begin a relationship by showering you with excessive affection, attention, and gifts. This is a tactic known as love bombing, a form of emotional abuse designed to make you let your guard down. Once you're hooked, they can more easily influence and exert control over you. This isn't just an initial phase. It can occur in cycles. Your partner might revert to love bombing if they sense you're pulling away or if you try to call them out on their manipulative behavior. 2. A pattern of lies and excuses. In the world of a manipulator, nothing is ever their fault. They are masters of deflecting responsibility and will lie, distort facts, or play the victim to avoid blame. Their goal is often to make you feel sorry for them, so you'll drop whatever issue was bothering you. A controlling partner may even believe their own version of events, as it puts them in the best possible light, regardless of the actual truth. 3. Explosive anger over trivial matters. When a manipulative partner feels cornered, they may lash out with sudden anger. This tactic shifts the focus of the conversation entirely onto them and their emotional state. They know you'll likely try to appease them to de-escalate the situation, especially if the original issue wasn't a major one for you. For instance, a controlling partner might get furious over how you load the dishwasher or vacuum the floor. By giving in to avoid a scene, you unknowingly set a precedent for them to control you in more significant ways later on. 4. Constant ridicule, belittling, and criticism. Living with a controlling partner can make you feel like you can't do anything right. They chip away at your self-esteem by putting you down, insulting your intelligence, or criticizing your choices, sometimes even in front of others to maximize your embarrassment. They might bring up a deeply personal vulnerability to use it against you. This is often a projection of their own insecurities. By putting you down, they attempt to lift themselves up. 5. Questioning your memory and denying reality. Gaslighting. Gaslighting is a sinister form of manipulation where your partner tries to make you doubt your own memory, perception, and sanity. By controlling the narrative and denying things that happened, they position themselves as the sole authority on reality. If they can make you question yourself, they can control you more easily. Clinical psychologist Lena Dickin notes that another form of gaslighting is when your partner makes you feel like your feelings are wrong. For example, if you say something they do makes you anxious, they might retort that you're crazy or overreacting. Dr. Dickin adds that standing up to gaslighting requires a sense of confidence and a sense of self-assuredness. If you don't have the belief that your feelings are valid, then you're going to believe your partner. 6. Isolation from friends and family. A controlling partner works to cut you off from your support system. They don't want friends or family questioning their actions or offering you a different perspective. By isolating you, their version of events becomes the only one you hear. This tactic also feeds their insecurity and jealousy, as they may irrationally fear you'll cheat on them or that your loved ones are trying to break you up. 7. Love that comes with conditions. True, healthy love is unconditional. If your partner's love and affection are contingent on your actions, appearance, or behavior, it's a form of control. They might say things like, "I'd love you more if you lost some weight," or "I'd kiss you more if you didn't wear all that makeup." This manipulative tactic often targets your insecurities to make you feel guilty and coerce you into changing for them. Psychotherapist Kelly Miller notes that If you're constantly questioning your relationship or comparing yourself to other relationships, that's another sign that your relationship is likely unhealthy. 8. Uncomfortable or coerced sexual interactions. A healthy sexual relationship is built on mutual desire, respect, and consent. If your partner pressures you into sexual acts you're uncomfortable with, guilts you into sex, or makes you feel obligated, it's a serious violation of boundaries and a form of control. Phrases like, "If you really loved me, you'd do this," are classic manipulation tactics. 9. Dictating what you wear or eat. A controlling partner may try to take over personal decisions that should be yours alone. They might insult your clothing choices, monitor your food intake, or guilt you into dressing in a way that pleases them. While there may be rare, appropriate times for input, e.g., a formal dress code, consistent attempts to control your appearance are a sign of a deeper issue. 10. The silent treatment. When your partner ignores you when they're angry, they are using the silent treatment, a powerful and punishing form of emotional manipulation. It shuts down all communication, preventing any chance of resolution. They are essentially conditioning their attention and affection on you, caving in and appeasing them, placing them in a position of power. 11. Excessive jealousy and paranoia. A little jealousy can seem flattering at first, but when it becomes excessive, it's toxic. Does your partner constantly check your phone, question you relentlessly about your whereabouts, or accuse you of cheating? This behavior stems from deep insecurity and a desire to possess and control you, not from a place of love. 12. Feeling trapped in the relationship. Over time, a manipulator can erode your self-worth to the point where you believe you have no other options. They might convince you that no one else would ever want you. If you feel trapped, take a step back and remind yourself of your strengths, accomplishments, and the wonderful person you are outside of this relationship. Your friends and family can be invaluable in helping you see your own worth again. 13. Threats against you, themselves, or your belongings. This is where manipulation escalates into dangerous territory. Threats to leave, to harm you, to harm themselves, or to destroy things you love are serious forms of emotional abuse. Always take threats seriously. Your safety and well-being are the top priority. If your partner threatens suicide, do not try to manage it alone. Call a suicide hotline or emergency services immediately. What to do? Talking to your partner. If you recognize these signs but believe the relationship is worth saving, opening a dialogue is the first step. Here's how to approach it. 1. Sit down in a private, calm setting. Choose a time when you're both calm and won't be distracted. Express your desire to improve the relationship. For example, say, "I love you and I want to talk about some things so we can make our relationship stronger and healthier for both of us." If the conversation gets heated, psychotherapist Kelly Miller suggests taking a time out to cool down before resuming. 2. Use I statements to express your feelings. Frame the conversation around your feelings rather than their actions. This reduces defensiveness. Be specific and clear. For example, "I feel hurt and disrespected when you insult my opinions in front of our friends. I feel anxious and ignored when you give me the silent treatment. I feel controlled when you criticize what I choose to wear." 3. Actively listen to their perspective. Give your partner a chance to explain themselves without interruption. They may not be aware of the impact of their behavior. Active and reflective listening can foster understanding and create a path toward change. Clinical psychologist Alison Broeneman notes that some people aren't purposefully manipulative. These patterns may have worked in their family system, and unconsciously, they're trying to apply the old rules. Listening can help unpack these underlying issues. 4. Set clear boundaries and consequences. Boundaries are about self-respect. State clearly what behavior you will no longer tolerate. A boundary needs a consequence to be effective. For example, "If you raise your voice at me, I will end the conversation and we can talk again when we're both calm." The consequence must be something you are willing to enforce consistently. 5. Suggest couples counseling. Navigating these issues is challenging. A professional couples counselor can provide a safe space and tools to improve communication and heal the relationship. A therapist can also help you separate amicably if that becomes the necessary outcome. Getting help and putting yourself first. Reach out to your support system. Your friends and family are your lifeline. Don't be embarrassed to tell them what you're going through. If your partner has isolated you, reach out and reconnect. True friends will welcome you back with open arms and offer the support you need. Talk to a therapist on your own. A therapist can help you process your emotions, rebuild your self-esteem, and develop strategies for moving forward, whether that's within the relationship or on your own. Find a therapist experienced in dealing with emotionally abusive or controlling relationships. Practice self-care to reclaim your power. After being worn down, self-care is crucial for rebuilding your confidence and sense of self. It reminds you that you are worthy of love and respect, especially from yourself. Incorporate practices like journaling to process your thoughts, meditation or breathing exercises to calm your mind, positive affirmations to challenge negative self-talk, re-engaging with hobbies you love. Safety. Alert. When to get professional help. Immediately. While open communication can work in some cases, it's not always safe. If your partner's behavior escalates, becomes violent, or if you feel unsafe in any way, you need an escape plan. Your safety is non-negotiable. Reach out to friends, family, or a local domestic violence shelter for help and resources. If you are in immediate danger, call 911. Please subscribe for more about understanding anything.